Imagine mal gwib, mind you all. Anish, Glanaman tabla, agus tá sé sin go das. So I cleaned the table down, and now it's nice. The surface that I want on it is finished down to, at the moment, 240 grit. So I'll be bringing it down to 360 just prior to polishing. Now I've cleaned the leaves also, and I've also had some repair work to do in the back. Now you can see from this here, this little guy here, this is a rule joint. It's called a rule joint. So it has implications when you're hinging. So very briefly, I'll just go through it. I'm nearly ready to polish the top now. But first of all, I've got to hinge it. Now, these are just little back flap hinges. I'm putting the original ones back on it. I've brushed them down where I brush. I put a little drop of oil on them. I'll sink them in first, so then I'll oil them, clean them down, and then put them back on again. All the backs of them, you know, this tabletop has taken wear over the years. You can see the patching and blotching and plugging and so on. So I plugged all the holes for fixing it back onto the frame behind me here. The gap, I allow a little gap between the two leaves, or between the main part of the tabletop and the side leaf here, and same thing on the far side. About the thickness of 2 pieces of veneer. So I'll just double up veneer, a little piece of veneer like that, and I'll slot it in there to create the gap between them. The hinge will center, the knuckle will center on the center line of the bottom pivot there. So that'll give us a perfect pivot for the table. Now it's sitting flush at the moment. I was just checking my distances and lining everything up. So I just put it together as a dry fit first. So I've all the filling done and all the repair work done. The next thing to do now is to sink the hinges, and I'll do them with my little router, my little trimmer router. I'll sink the hinges in there, and I'll do the far leaf as well. All of the repair work is done. I had a leg here, whose part here was broken off. The bottom part was broken off here. So I turned a new piece, put the leg back on, and that's back in situ. One of this blocks here, I think is the one. It was actually split, so I repaired that also. And that's ready to go back into position as well. The pinholes, these are the fold out legs to hold the top underneath. They'll operate like that underneath. The holes here were gone large, so I plugged them also with end grain. That'll give us a stronger fit. I'll get the diagonals of that, drill a 3/4 inch hole or 18mm hole, 19mm hole there, and that'll take the pivot point there for the centre of the peg. Same thing over here at the far side. So I'm ready to do the recessing now. So that's the update to date. I'll finish the top in with 320 grit prior to putting the first coat of polish on it. So until the next time, Shinna will go in Kate Orella. Until the next time, slán go fóill. Bye for now.